The NBA G League season is underway. My name is Pete Toll, aka PT Sports 84, and this is an NBA 2K25 updated NBA G League roster. Diving right into it, we have accurate rosters as of November 21st, 2024, based on the official G League transactions on their website. So we have all of the teams 100% with accurate players. Now, quick disclaimer, the attention to detail roster team put together most of these caps. Various cap creators throughout their team were able to create these caps, and then I was able to add them to the roster. This is not my work for the most part. Now, there are a few caps added in that were not in their original opening night G League roster, in which I was able to create faces myself. I am not the greatest cap creator, so I just tried my best. Feel free to take the cap creations, create your own versions, update the ratings, tendencies, all of that good stuff. This is strictly a baseline G League roster for you to pull players from if you'd like, too. So that way, this is just for the community to be able to get those out there. So that way, we can play with more accurate G League rosters. I did not make these available in Play Now. Right now, there is an issue with PC and console kind of talking to each other. The PC roster is not updated for NBA 2K25. They're having difficulties based on the console versions for next gen having the new patch 3.0 and the PC not getting the patch until official release next Friday, which is November 29th. Somewhere around 10 a.m. Eastern time, that patch will drop. And so everything should sync up correctly. Right now, if you notice, go over to the PC, it's not updated with anything ratings wise, transaction wise, jersey wise. None of that stuff is updated. So until that happens, there's going to be a little bit of error whenever transferring rosters between console and PC. But diving back into the G League roster, um, unique to this roster is a lot of player portraits I was able to add myself um, in. So you could see like McCall has one here for the Blue Coats. Like I said, all of the rosters are accurate as of this morning. So we have just different players. I'm going to cycle through the roster here. Um, Most of the ratings and stuff are not mine. I didn't touch anything at all on it, but unique to mine, like Farron Hunt has his picture, Chandler Hutchinson, um, Elijah Hughes. A lot of the guys that played in the NBA previously, their headshots were left on in the files, and so you were able to go get them. Now, I did add action photos for those that are applicable that have them in the file. So as you could see here, you can kind of go through. I did not add Josh Primo. Right as I was trying to finish out the roster is when the issue happened with the city jerseys. As soon as they dropped into the console version, that's when it got messed up for the version on PC. So anything past that, it does not recognize the file systems um, for whatever reason. So I tried to add who I could throughout. Like you'll see, some guys have them, some guys don't. I hope to complete them 100% once we get the syncing of the files all across the board. So just hang tight for those. I'll try to keep this roster updated as often as I can as well, because I know people are always asking when will a new file be out. Just keep an eye on 2Kshare every few days. I'll have something out to be able to keep this updated. I like to keep up with it just to make sure I have the latest and greatest. And then that helps everybody else as well. As you can see here, MJ Walker with a portrait as well. I don't remember if I added um, his action pro. I did not. I wasn't able to add it. Reggie Perry has been dominating in the G League as well. You'll notice a few omissions. Tony Snell, Henry Ellenson, and Kent Bazemore all were waived from their G League teams, so they are not on the roster. I took out everybody I could that was not on an official roster. I didn't want to do anything with like the free agent pool and keeping random players in there and kind of mudding up that free agent pool. So, we just have everybody that's on the roster. Once a player is taken off the roster, I'll overwrite them with the new player, and that way it keeps the file nice and clean, and go from there. So, nice and easy, concise version. I'm just kind of going through this really quickly as well. So you'll notice that Alfred Payton is now on the New Orleans Pelicans. I went ahead and flipped him over the Pelicans. That is not the official roster because the official ratings update came today. If you haven't watched that video on my channel, go check it out. This morning I added Nicholas Robinson, who took the spot of Alfred Payton. So there's that. I went with 10 players on each team because that's what the rosters look like when you're not counting the two-way players. So that's what I went with for accuracy purposes. Eugene Amarui was signed earlier this week to a deal for the Raptors. You'll also notice, some various players that you may recognize across rosters. So make sure you're just taking a look at each and every roster. You might find somebody that you've seen quite a bit as far as in the NBA or elsewhere. Let's see. So just kind of rounding it out. Going to cycle through the last few teams here. We got RJ Nembhard. I put Jalen Noel back on the Capital City Go-Go because that's where he'll end up since Alfred Payton went over to the New Orleans Pelicans. So got all of the latest and greatest there. Trey Burke, Lewis King. So there's all kinds of different rosters there. So also, really quickly, I went ahead and fixed the faces for who I could on the roster. I haven't gotten a chance to go back through and fix it, but all of the coaches are 100% correct. You can go through like the real faces, like Andre Miller, of course. I haven't had a chance to finish the roster up and add any additional faces and things like that. So you can go in and customize. They're editable. So feel free to do that on your own and go from there. But this is the NBA G League roster that I was able to kind of put together thanks to the attention to detail roster team. And then Waviestgamer, who's also a G League roster creator. And then, of course, using my own caps, like I said. But please give a thumbs up on the video. Make sure you're sharing this video. And make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Until next time, this is Pete Toll, a.k.a. PT Sports 84, signing off. Take care.